Yo, what's good? You're listening to Everyday Superpower, place where we talk body language, communication, relationships, game. Yeah? Yo, my topic, my ramble for today, my conversation, my communication with you is never underestimate the enemy. Alright, so, hold on, can I focus this mofo? Right, yo, so we talk game, we talk communications, relationships and so forth, yeah? I like to engage in communication talk, so conflict is communication. Conflict's a natural part of life, especially as you are a man. I mean, it's a complete bloody aspect to life if you're a woman as well. So you must approach it with comfort, as most find discomfort or has been told by society that we as men should not engage in aggression and indirect, if not overt, forms of violence. I'm not saying you should be physically violent, no, but I'm saying do not underestimate your enemy, because they might. We put our egos first and we put our own state of mind first and think nobody can mess with us. Whether we are bigger, bolder, or more intelligent, we think one thing or the other, right? Now, where do we go from here? Oh, sorry, I got someone staring through my window right now. One moment. So, you might be a little more insecure and not deem yourself in position to compete. And I completely understand, because in most realms, submission is really the way to go. As the best war is the one not fought. Yeah? But let's say, for example, somebody winds you up or somebody competes with you in one realm or another, yeah? It's ever so easy to underestimate your opponent. But they have a depth of knowledge you don't even comprehend. And not only that, they by default are incredibly dangerous, because as I initially spoke on, they have the mindset and perception that you have thrown to one side. They believe they're the best. They believe they're capable of doing anything. They think they're number one. Yeah? They haven't learned like us, unless they're special, to perceive the world through the opposition's eyes. They don't think like the fish. They are still the fishermen. And in being so, that makes them incredibly dangerous, as an insecure man is more dangerous than a confident one. More explosive, more volatile, more unpredictable. The incels are a terrorist group. So, never underestimate your enemy. The person you think is soft might have the most catastrophic, the most explosive of violent tendencies. The person you keep poking at with banter might have a trigger point when you approach a particular joke in a particular angle. They might have a trigger point that produces incredible anger. And as irresponsible and emotional they are in reacting such a manner, you've got a problem when you've got a steel bar wrapped around your head, you see. I know people who've been in the military and you wouldn't know so, engaging with them. So if you walk around with a big chest, and you feel you're above and beyond somebody else because they're smaller than you are through whichever means. They don't necessarily understand the topics you speak on your level of your intellect. What they understand and add up goes on behind the scenes, outside of your conscious awareness. You just don't know about it, but they have an inner voice too. And they're thinking something, and they could be adding you up, weighing you up. Never underestimate your enemy. When you speak too much information to somebody you barely know, or to somebody you think you know, right? A friend. And they withhold that information to harm you down the line, or pass that information on because they like to speak to other people, or they are manipulated by somebody else to divulge that information. Who's your enemy in that case? Are they still your friend first and foremost? Or have you underestimated the people who surround that friend who is your enemy? And is the friend of your enemy really your friend? Or do you have to cut them off? Never underestimate your enemy. Is your enemy everybody? Is there an enemy in everyone? I speak a lot on balance on this channel. I believe in balance in everything. I believe there's two alternate perspectives to every single aspect of life, of thought, of being. If they're your friend, are they also half of your enemy? What lurks on beneath the surface? The more you give to them, the more fun you have with them. Does that unlock a counterbalance of problematic investment? You tell me. Never underestimate your enemy, even if you are planning to wage war against your enemy through incredible stratagem and deep thought and laying plans. You still know nothing. You still know nothing. Because you can never comprehend the reaction you will receive, because you don't know the depth of the individual or situation or surrounding that circumstance will provoke. Never underestimate your enemy. There might be people around you who are smart but play dumb the whole time. When you play dumb, nobody hurts you. When you play dumb, there's no confrontation. There's no power struggle. When you play dumb, you absorb information but don't need to give back. When you play dumb, you hear people out. They say, the stupid talk and talk and talk whilst the wise man listens and laughs. Somewhat along the lines of that, you know what I'm saying. Do you know your enemy? Are you underestimating your enemy? Should you overestimate your enemy in order to do a better job? Should you raise the higher? Should you raise the levels, raise the ceiling? I did a video in regards to numeric anchoring. When you ask for more, you receive more, even though it's less than the initial number you asked for. Because you have anchored the individual's perception onto a particular number. So if you overestimate your enemy to being superior and more smarter and more intelligent and more powerful than they actually are through whichever realms, this might be you in an interview trying to get a job against other people. This might be you in a classroom trying to get the best test results. This might be you in the workplace engaging in a group of 5 other people who are your team but still serve as competition as far as the capabilities of someone getting fired and someone getting promoted. Would it work out more if you overestimated these people? Let's say you literally have somebody going head to head against you, trying to intimidate you, being aggressive towards you. If you overestimate them, would that put you in shambles? Would you be in fear? And in being fear, would you overblow the whole situation and get in your emotions? Or would the end result be a better performance on your behalf? I don't know. That's a great example of the balance I was speaking of. There is incredible balance, and when you overestimate, where's the underestimation? Dark to the light. I'm signing out.